My dear child, I am here, not in the towering majesty of a fearsome God, but as a loving Father who understands the trembling that grips your heart in times of uncertainty. You are my creation, sculpted with the celestial fires of the universe, crafted delicately with the spirit, mind, and body. Within you I have placed a flame, a spark of my own divinity, a core of courage that waits to light up your path even in the darkest times. Many of you walk on this earth, your hearts laden with fears and your spirit drenched in despair, not recognizing the power I bestowed upon you. You see giants in the land, and you feel like grasshopper amidst them, but have you forgotten, my beloved, what I have spoken in Joshua chapter 1 verse 9? I said, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. These were not mere words, but a promise, a covenant from my eternal will of faithfulness. History bears testament to me. To many who walk before you, their lives woven into the tapestry of time, not because they were void of fear, but because they dared to trust in me. Think of David. A mere shepherd boy, not armed with the weight of warriors, but with a steadfast spirit. He faced Goliath, a giant who dared to defy the sanctity of heavenly ordination. It was not the stone that filled the giant. It was the courage of unwavering faith, the invisible armor forged in the depths of divine allegiance. Remember Moses, who stood before the tyrant Pharaoh. He was one stammering fugitive, holding on to his staff, bearing the weight of my people's freedom on his shoulders. It was not the rod that parted the Red Sea. It was his unyielding courage, his resolves to trust my promise over his visible fear. You see, my precious ones, courage is not the absence of fear. It is the audacity to dance with it, to step on the floor of life's battles, accepting the trembling of your legs and the quivering of your hands, but refusing to let fear lead. It is to hear my voice whispering through the chaos. My child, take the next step, for I am with you. In your life's journey, you have faced and will encounter tempests that howl and scream, trying to erode the foundation of your faith. You'll meet situations that promise nothing but defeat, echoing through the hollows of your hope, filling them with the haunting sound of failure. Yet, it is precisely in this moment that I call you to a deeper place, a secret space where your heart beats in synchronized with mine, where courage is born of intimacy with me, your God. This courage does not always roar. Sometimes it is in the quiet voice within you at the end of the day, saying, I will try again tomorrow. It is the silent acknowledgement of your weakness and the humble acceptance of your need for my strength perfected in your fragility. It is in the sacred chamber of surrender that you find the courage to continue, to push through the trembles and thorns of life's intricate forest. Do not forget, my beloved, the words of Apostle Paul, who knew of suffering and tribulations firsthand. He declared in Romans chapter 8, verse 37, "No, in all these things we are more than conquerors, through Him who loved us." You are not just a survivors, drifting aimlessly on the raft of life. No, you are conquerors, bold navigators of life's turbulent seas, carrying the standard of my eternal promise, the flame of hope and resurrection. Today, I am here to remind you that you are chosen, not for a life free of fear, but for a life lived in its mastery. Chosen not to walk paths lined with rose petals, but to climb mountains, the rock under your feet testifying to your tenacity. Chosen not to stand still, but to march forth, a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the divine power that upholds it. You will face trials, and you will know tribulations. But remember this, my child. These are not sent to break you, but to build you. They are the fires in the furnace of life, not to consume you, but to refine you in the purest gold, to strip away the dross of fleeting frights and forge you in fearless faith. So come to me, all who are weary with the weight of your worries. Cast them upon me, and I will give you rest. And more so, I will give you strength. I will replace the heavy yoke of your fears with the light burden of my unfailing love. Find courage, not in your own might, but in the promise that I am with you, within you, around you, and for you. You are never alone, for the same God who spun galaxies into being knows your name, knows your heart, and knows your battles. And it is I, the Alpha and Omega, the author of courage, who whisper into your spirit, "Be of good courage, and He shall strengthen your heart, all ye that hope in the Lord." Rise, my child, in the courage that was seeded in your soul in the dawn of creation. Water it with my word, nurture it in my presence, and let it grow. Let it rise, let it stand tall and unshakable in the face of all that follow to dim its light. You are my beloved, in whom I am well pleased, in whom I have vested the power to overcome. With all my love, your eternal Father, God Almighty.